Okay, so my putting's been pretty dreadful of late, so I've decided I've got to do something about it and spend a bit more time practicing. So today I'm going to have a look at the SKLZ Accelerator Pro putting mat, give it a review. We've got the balls, we've got the putter. Let's give it a go, see how we get on. So this review is part of a series that we're doing on 6 popular putting mats in total. If you haven't checked out our video where we compare them all and test them all side by side, please give a subscribe and take a look. I'd really appreciate it. But for now, we're going to get into this box, hopefully, eventually, and check out how the SKLZ Accelerator Pro does for us. So there you go, we've rolled it out. We've got a removable ball track return here. I'm just gonna set this up. Not sure it's really adding much, but let's give it the full test. Move on this way. Here we are there. Oh, the little things here which we just pull out. Okay, I'm going to hit that one, fair enough. There we go, and last but by no means least, there we go, we're set up. Let's see how we get on. I'm just going to roll this out a little further so you can hopefully see a little better. In terms of the quality, it's pretty rough, if I'm honest, in terms of compared to some of the others I looked at. It's a pretty rough surface. The plastic here at the top of the hole, that looks pretty average quality. It's just plastic, but let's have a go, see how we get on. So there's markings on here. So we've got a 7 foot mark here. So again, like some other mats, which is gotta say, I think is a good feature, is that some lines for your stroke. So you're trying to take it back to there and get it through to there. I do think that's probably, from a drill perspective, that's a useful thing. A useful thing for practice is just there's your starting point, getting it back to here and trying to get you to accelerate through the ball. So I do think those are useful little things that are on each one, just to try and get your putting stroke that little bit better. And clear dots here, 7 feet, 5 feet, 3 feet from the hole. There you go, coming back to me. So it does work. There you go, didn't have to move. So it does do what it says in the tin in terms of the ball retention, and even if you miss, it's still coming back as well. So as I say, I do think it's too much to ask to move 7 feet, but as I say, the design works. The design does work. I'm just going to keep going, have a little bit of a practice on here. Doesn't quite make it there. This is from the 7 foot marker. Just from the 5 foot here, and just as I said before, I mean, you could get some good practice in this. As I say, just that upslope at the end is just something that just doesn't feel quite right in my head. But 3 feet. For the Masters, 5 feet. The US Open. Win it again. And 7 feet for the British Open. Missed again. The Grand Slam has to wait for another year. The one thing is, I think we've touched on before. The one thing I think which we've touched on before in other videos is just that quite unnatural sort of steep slope up to the hole. And I think just if you use this quite a lot, it might get you hitting the ball too far past the hole. It's hard visually to ignore the hole and to try and get it there. But as I say, I think quite unnatural in terms of trying to get there. But from a positive point of view, I do like the dots there. I do like the bits on there in terms of trying to get the stroke there. As we've maybe done before, I might just putt just to the edge of the slope and no further, and just stop there, and maybe just get one of the putt trainers, putt-out putt trainers, which you might have seen before, and just put that just before here and practice like that. In terms of, if I was using this on a regular basis, I'm pretty sure that's what I'd do, and just ignore the hole that's there. Let's give it a shot. 5 feet. Well, 5 feet because we're not going to the actual hole. So we've had a little bit of play around there. I'm just going to try and pack it up now. See, keep the family happy. How easy it is to pack away. So I'm just taking these bits off. Tray that's there. Probably going to be easier starting. Right, I'm going to roll it up from this end. There we go, try and get it back. So I suspect that's not going to fit it back into the box like that, so we're going to need to roll it up in sort of stages like this. So it's definitely, it does roll up. It's not that big, but there's definitely easier ones. This sort of big huge plastic thing at the end. There you go. It's probably going to take me a little while to get that back into the box. Not particularly difficult, but there are just easier things out there, I think. So looking at the SK-LZ Accelerator Pro overall, setup wise was pretty easy. Putting it away, it's a bit bulkier than some of the other ones that fold neatly up. Price wise, it's coming in at around $50 in the US and around the £45 mark in the UK. So definitely one of the, if not the cheapest one that on the market. The drawbacks that we've looked on, quality wise, it's plastic, that bit at the end there. Feel of the green wise, it's quite rough to feel to the hand. From a positive point of view, it's got those 3 foot, 5 foot, 7 foot markers. However, those are to that unnatural incline, which for me, I probably wouldn't be using, and would be putting something just at the base of that, whether it's the putt out pressure pad, which is something you can add to it. But the markings on it that's encouraging to accelerate through the ball is a good thing for your stroke. So that's our review of the SKLZ Accelerator Pro. Please check out one of our other videos where we compare it with another 5 in the market side by side to see how they measure up, looking at them all together. Give us a subscribe to check that out. Comment on this one if you've got this one to let us know what you think. Thanks for watching, and we'll hopefully see you next time.